Welcome to Mama Like It's Cajun Sausage. We're doing Mama Like It pork and beef sausage. Okay, here I have my meat I've taken out. I have an ice bag on the top of the meat and one on the bottom of the meat. This is some extra I'm going to use in there. I've already chopped the meat. I've already got it prepared. I have one beef roast and one pork roast. The beef roast is 7 pounds. The pork roast is 8 pounds. And you want to have fat in there. You make sure you want to have your fat in there. So these are some I've left. I've come over here to the grinder. We've already ground up the majority. So we're going to finish grinding this into the rest of, this is pork and beef roast. And make sure you always want to have some fat in there. The fat keeps it from being dry. Your sausage, you want your sausage to be juicy. So we're grinding this in here. Get our meat grind up for our pork and beef Cajun sausage. Okay, now I'm going to put this back on top of that ice bag and put this ice bag back on top. You always want to keep your meat cold as possible. Okay, now we have our pork and beef roast all grind up. Okay, so now we're ready for seasoning. Okay, over here, let me introduce you to some things you'll need. These are your different sizes for when you're going to be stuffing your sausage in the casing. This is casing, and it's hog casing, pork casing, and I have it soaking in ice water. You want to keep it cold. These be a little salty and they're very long. So here it is in the ice water, getting the salt out, keeping it nice and moist. My vegetable ingredients are celery, sweet pepper, jalapeno pepper, chili peppers, white onions, red onions, and green bell pepper. Also, I'm going to add some Italian breadcrumbs in there. We're going to use chicken broth. I'm using 33% less sodium. You can use whatever you like, or you can substitute it for water or whatever. I'm also going to use a Bud Light as a little heightening to put the little and the flavor in there. Cajun people, we love to drink. We're good at drinking. Okay, here I have already used my processor here, my short one. And this is everything you see here. I've already blended together real smoothly to go into the pork and beef sausage. Moving now, we're going to show you the spices that we're going to also add in. Starting here with our onion, minced garlic, ground cumin, paprika, all-purpose seasoning, some chili peppers, minced onion, accent, it does have the MSG. If you don't want it, don't use it. Some Italian spices, parsley flakes, and some brown pure cane sugar. I like to use the dark brown. I'm also going to use some roast beef seasoning in there. Also, we have some Tony Chachere, cayenne pepper, poultry seasoning, black pepper, garlic powder. I use garlic powder and I don't use the garlic salt. I like the garlic powder. And this is Chinese red pepper. And last but not least is sea salt. The sea salt gives it a good flavor without the saltiness. Now these spices I have combined all in a bowl. I'm just going to mix them together and we're going to add that to our pork and beef sausage. we're going to use one of our spatulas. As I said, you'll be using this, and we're just mixing up all those seasonings that I just showed you in here. And we're going to add all of that to our pork and beef Cajun sausage here. This is what makes it a little spicy, but not too spicy. So we're going to add that right in. Make some little grooves in your meat where you can get it all in there, and it can mix the flavor, get the flavor in there real good. The best part about sausage is the seasoning. Everybody likes sausage that's seasoned with a good flavor. If you get that good flavor in your sausage, you'll have good sausage. Everyone will want your sausage. Okay, now we have that spices in there. We're mixing that really well. Get all that mixed in real good. We're mixing all that into the pork and the beef. Now, I'm going to go here, and we're going to add in a little chorizo. If you're around a Mexican meat market or something, this is a very common thing. Chorizo. And we're going to mix that in real well as one of our ingredients also. Get that mixed in really good with the pork and the beef roast. Okay. Then next, we're going to add in our vegetables that we've already put in. All of our vegetables, our onions and peppers and all of that, we're going to mix all of that in. Once we get all that mixed in, just have to get it mixed in really well into our meat. Okay, once you get all that mixed in really well here, then we're going to take now and we're going to start adding in some of our liquids. Okay. We're going to also mix in a few breadcrumbs here. At the end, I will go over and I will tell you exactly how much each thing, what the measurements are. We'll go all over that at the end. We're going to add in the beer, and I'm going to use this full can, and the beer is cold. It's been in the fridge, getting nice and ice cold. Some people use Yale. It doesn't matter what kind of beer you like. Last year I used Coronas, and it was very good. This year, I'm just trying a Bud because that's what was left over at the house. So you can use whatever you have in your fridge. Doesn't have to be any certain type. They all are going to make it taste great. Absolutely delicious. Isn't that looking good? Does that look good? Mixing it all up. Gonna mix that in very well. then we get through with all this, we're going to start stuffing our sausage. Making our sausage. Well, so just keep mixing.